So if you can remember all the way back to week 1, we're going to do something similar here. So we're going to simulate the strawberry falling, and then the strawberry will collide with the fluid, right? So we need to duplicate this strawberry geometry, and we're going to do this, as I said, the same thing as week 1. So we'll use the copy to points. So I'll grab that, and again I'll grab a grid, and I can just connect that up. This will take the points of any geometry I connect. This will take the geometry. Oh, before I do that, I just want to rescale this. So if you notice, Houdini scale is in meters, so it's like 5 meters. It's like almost a 5 meter tall strawberry, so we need to bring that down. So let's go to 0.05, and I'm going to click this move centroid to center so that we have it nice and centered, basically. Okay, so still a bit big, but that'll do for us. Going to connect that to our copy to points, and we'll get that. Okay, so let's bring the size of this way down. 0.8, 0.8. Okay. And what else do we need to do? I'm going to move it up a little bit. Let's just do 4, 4, 4. And then 10 and 10 rows is fine. So again, if you remember, we're going to drop a scatter. Before you connect it, remember it's got 1,000 by default there, so it's going to be, it'd be quite a lot and could crash your computer. So let's drop this down, sorry, to 12. Okay, so that's going to enforce, this is going to give us 12 points. Definitely. You can use density, so if you have a density attribute on your points, or you can use other attributes as well, but we're just saying give me 12 points, and that's it. Okay, and they will be a little bit relaxed. So if you remember, this will be super random. So let me zoom in to make sure that you can see. Maybe if just for visualization purposes, you don't have to do the same, but I'm going to press D here and go to geometry, and then I believe it's here, particle point size. You can raise that up, it's like 5. There we go. And then maybe I'll make the background dark as well. I don't know if that helps. Whoops. So yeah, if you remember, when you raise the relaxed iterations, it's going to kind of balance them out, and with less, they'll be totally random. So I'm going to leave that at the default of 10. Okay, and then connect that up to the copy to points. Let's take a look at that. Great, turn off the point visualization. So we got some strawberries, kind of randomly positioned, but they are all facing the same direction, right? The orientation. So again, same as week 1, let's change the orient. No, not orient, sorry. We need a attribute randomize. Let's grab that. Where are you? Here. As you can see, by default, it's the color. It's randomizing the color, and the color is being copied to the geometry on the points here. Let me see if it actually tells us. Yeah. So apply to points. It will do, yeah, all of these, right? So by default, it's going to copy over the color. or in this case, yeah, apply the color because there's no color beforehand. So we don't want color, we want orient. Okay, this is a known attribute. It's like CD for color, or V for velocity, W for angular velocity. These are all kind of inbuilt in Houdini. You know, you can generate your own attributes, but in this case, this is understood by Houdini. You know, it will use it to perform certain tasks, right? So we need 4 dimensions. There we go. We've already got something there. And let's put all of these up to 360 as we're talking about rotations. 360. Oops. So you can see already that's getting copied across. Like I said, I think it's there. It's already in there, so it's going to do that for us. Okay, so there we got a nice random orientation going on. Also, let's give them some velocity. So in a moment we'll pass these into a rigid body simulation, just like week 1, and we want to give it some velocity, some starting velocity, so they're not all doing the same thing. Yeah. So let's drop another attribute, randomize. Find that, drop it in. Again, trying to work on the color. And like I said, V, if you take a look in here, there we go at the bottom, is adding the velocity. So by default, it's a velocity, and it's a vector with 3 components. And let's try, I don't want to affect, I just want to affect it in Y. Okay, so at the moment, if we take a look at the results of that, go to our geometry spreadsheet, and in there you can see we've got values between 0 and 7, well, 0 and 1 basically. We don't have any 1 or 0, but it's working that out. So that's a velocity of 1 is going to push the strawberries up at the beginning, which is okay, but you know, I'd like to have some being pushed up and some being pushed in the opposite direction down as well. So we'll do -1 there, so that we got values between -1 and 1. Hopefully, let's check. There we go. So we got minus and plus values, and that should be fine for that. We get them copied across. Great, and I think we're ready to simulate basically now.